It has been over a decade since Princess Cruises has had a completely new ship design, and there are some big changes on board the new Sun Princess. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now I've got to be honest, I knew that Princess Cruises was releasing a new cruise ship in 2024, but until I saw some recent artist renderings and heard about some of the details, I wasn't overly excited, but I actually am now. There are some really big changes in this new cruise ship design that I think a lot of people are going to like. So whether you're new to Princess or you've cruised with Princess before, I thought it would be fun and helpful to go through some of the details of the cruise ship, and in particular to look at some of the really big changes that we are going to see on board the new Sun Princess. Now, before we get started, I wanted to mention two things. Firstly, these are all artist renderings that we're looking at in this video, so it is possible that things will change a little bit when we get to see the new Sun Princess in person. And secondly, if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with one of the biggest and most obvious changes on the new Sun Princess. The Sun Princess is going to be 175,000 tons. So it is going to be the biggest cruise ship in the Princess fleet. Now for reference, the Discovery Princess is 145,000 tons and the Regal Princess is 141,000 tons. So this cruise ship is bigger and it does have some additional spaces. Now, the Sun Princess is part of a new class of cruise ships for Princess, which is the Sphere class. There'll actually be another Sphere class cruise ship coming out in 2025, I believe. Now, while the cruise ship is 175,000 tons and 21 decks high, it is going to hold a capacity of 4,300 passengers, which seems like there'll be a nice ratio of space to guests. Now, by the way, if you are a Princess Cruise fan, I do have a couple of fun facts, a little trivia for you towards the end of this video. Now, another big change that we're going to see on the Sun Princess, and this is a change that we're starting to see in the cruise industry in general, but it is very exciting. The Sun Princess is going to be fueled by LNG, or liquefied natural gas, which is the world's cleanest fossil fuel. Okay, let's move on to the fun stuff. What is this cruise ship going to look like, and how different are these spaces and venues going to be? Now, a big change we're going to see on the Sun Princess, I think a lot of people are going to like it, is the Horizons 3-story dining room. Now, if you've cruised on Princess before, you know that the dining rooms are usually very elegant, very beautiful. However, they do have low ceilings, and oftentimes we are missing that view of the ocean. Now, the new Horizons dining room is light and airy and will have this gorgeous wake view. But beyond that, what Princess Cruises says is that the different levels in the Horizons dining room will have different options for dining and different levels of formality. Now, I don't really know what they have in mind by this, but I'm definitely intrigued. Now, please let me know what you think. Do you think that they're referring to dress codes and formal nights? Are they referring to menu items? Please let me know if you've heard anything at all down in the comments below. The Arena. If you love the shows and the entertainment on a cruise ship, I think you're really going to enjoy the Arena. The Arena replaces the traditional theater on board Princess cruise ships. It is going to be, according to Princess, the most technologically advanced theater that they've ever had. And if you take a look at the seating on this artist rendering, you'll see that the seating goes all around the stage. However, what is very interesting is that this 1,000-seat capacity theater has movable seats, and it can be moved into 3 different variations for different sight lines for the passengers. The dome. Now, when you look at the exterior photos of the Sun Princess, you can see the dome, but you might have been wondering what is inside that dome. Well, what is inside is something we've probably always wanted to see on other cruise ships, and it is using a space for 2 purposes. So during the day, this space is going to be an indoor-outdoor pool. So yes, it's going to be a pool with a retractable roof. You can see this gorgeous multi-level seating, which Princess says is inspired by Santorini. I guess the white buildings that you see in Santorini that are built all along the side of the mountain or the cliffside. Now at nighttime, the dome completely transformed as the pool is actually covered by a stage. There's going to be incredible lighting, aerial shows, and a South Beach vibe. Please let me know what you think of this dual space, and do you see the resemblance to Santorini? Please let me know down in the comments below. The Piazza. Now the Piazza still remains the heart of the Princess cruise ship, but you can see that this Piazza is larger, more contemporary, more modern, while still feeling very comfortable and having a lot of space to sit. But you now have these beautiful ocean views. So now the ocean is actually brought into the Piazza. Personally, I really like that. Now the Piazza is still going to have the entertainment that we are used to, and they're also going to have a lot of the places that we absolutely love. So the International Cafe, although there is going to be a new coffee house, I think it's called Coffee Currents. They're also going to have crooners, and my personal favorite, Alfredo's Pizza. More luxurious staterooms. Now, Princess Cruises has always had very comfortable cabins and really some wonderful beds and bedding. It is very, very comfortable. But the new Sun Princess, you can't deny it, these cabins are definitely more luxurious looking. Now, something that I think is going to be very welcome for many is all of the balcony cabins are going to have sofas. And this ship is also going to have some connecting rooms, which is great for families that cruise together. Now, let's take a look at some of the cabins. Keep in mind that these are all artist renderings, so when we see the cruise ship in real life, there may be some changes. Now, by the way, there is one cruise ship cabin that I've never seen before on a Princess cruise. It is the cabin that I would love to book, so I'll show it to you as we go. Let me know what you think of it as well. Now, looking at the balcony cabins, you can see that there is a light, airy color palette. We also have those premium ocean views, really beautiful. It surprised me how pretty this cabin design is. Now, we also have interior cabins, so there really is something for everyone. Now we have the gorgeous signature suite, the penthouse suite. Now I'll show you the cabin that I am the most excited about and that I hope to maybe book on the Sun Princess when I eventually sail on her. It is the Reserve Collection Mini Suite Cabana cabin. Now I'm very intrigued by this cabin because you do have this little cabana area, or almost like a sunroom towards the balcony. And it is part of the new Reserve Collection. Now the Reserve Collection, for those of you that are familiar with it, is formerly known as Club Class on the other Princess cruise ships. That has changed now across the fleet. If you would like some updates on the Reserve Collection and other Princess cruise tips, please also let me know down in the comments below. Now, taking a look outside these cabana cabins, I believe that you have the cabana deck. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know it's not for everyone, but it definitely has an appeal for me. Oh, and by the way, I'm not going to go into it much in this video, but if you are booked in one of the suites, there are some separate areas that you can access that are for suite guests only. Okay, moving on to another very big change, something that we've never seen before on a Princess cruise ship, and this is the Wake View Terrace. Oh my goodness, look at that gorgeous view. You also have these plunge pools and relaxed lounge chair seating. Now, according to the Princess website, the Wake View Terrace will be open to all guests. The new Princess Live. So yes, Princess Live is going to be reimagined on the Sun Princess. Now, if you've cruised with Princess for a little while, I think that the new Princess Live, or the reimagined Princess Live, is going to look a little bit familiar. For me, it reminds me of the old Explorer's Lounge, which personally I really enjoyed. So what Princess has done is they've combined a lot of the elements of Princess Live with the Explorer Lounge for what I think is going to be a big fan favorite. Now, something else that I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy is the larger, more expansive casino. Now, I'm not a big casino player, so I probably won't even walk in the entire cruise, but I know there's always something for everyone, and so many people are going to enjoy this. Now, before we move on, as I do want to show you a few other venues on the Sun Princess and a few other features, we do have to talk about the Princess Medallion. Now, the Princess Medallion is not new to Princess Cruises. It's been a few years that they've had the Princess Medallion, and honestly, it just gets better and better. I have a friend who recently went on a Princess cruise, and it was her first time back in a few years, and she was absolutely blown away by Princess Medallion. In particular, she kept raving about the fact that she could order food from her phone anywhere that she was on the cruise ship. She screenshot all of the menus to show me, and she told me it was the most relaxing cruise ever. Now, I do have some resources about the Princess Medallion, but it has been a little while, so if you'd like to see an update on any of that, please let me know as well. Now, in addition to all of the new places and all of the changes that we are seeing on the Sun Princess, there are also many venues that are going to feel very familiar. So we do have the International Cafe. That is one of my favorite places on any cruise ship. It just has a new, more modern design, but it is really very beautiful. Now, if you've always loved the Wheelhouse Bar, this is a little bit lighter in tone, but it still has those dark wood accents. Now, if you love Crown Grill, that is one of my favorites. Crown Grill still has that moody steakhouse vibe. Now, Sabatini is the other specialty restaurant, a big favorite. is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, we have Alfredo's, a sit-down casual restaurant that I think does have the best pizza at sea, as well as really good caprese salad and calzones. Now, the Sun Princess will be making its debut in the Mediterranean in February 2024, and after that, it's going to be coming over to the Caribbean for fall and winter 2024. Okay, so now for some fun facts and for some princess trivia. The Sun Princess is not the first Sun Princess for Princess Cruise Lines. As a matter of fact, it is the third cruise ship named Sun Princess for the fleet. So here's the trivia, and I have two questions. When did the first Sun Princess launch, and at what year was she retired? And when did the second Sun Princess debut, and when did she stop sailing under this name? Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I do have a video all about Princess Cruises secrets and tips that I will leave right at the end of this one in case you do want to check it out. I do think that I'm due to update that, so if you'd like to see another video about Princess Cruises secrets and tips, as well as some information on the Princess Medallion, please let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.